and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. It's a non-conference showdown as the Cardinals host the Wildcats from Waconia. Joe Young, Jerry Grant up above the action, and Jerry, a Coon Rapids team looking to finish the season strong, coming in on a 3-game win streak, an opponent that's sliding the other way.
Yes, Waconia, the Wildcats have lost 8 in a row. They've been outscored 39-11. 39-12, given that extra goal that they need. And tonight for them, it's all about trying to shut down a very high-powered Coon Rapids offense that has outscored their opponents 20-11 in the last 3 games.
Yeah, they can definitely put the puck in the net. We've talked about it all season. Yeah. One of the top scoring teams in the state of Minnesota, averaging 5.5 per game. But unfortunately, they've struggled defensively. And last week, they had 4 games in 5 days. The last of those, their last contest on Saturday, was against Hopkins, and it ended up being a 10-7 win. But it saw them lose a 4-1 lead in the second period.
Well, at least they won by a field goal. So, getting their Super Bowl mood here. So that's a good thing that they're able to come back, because I saw that they fell behind after getting a nice lead. The second period was not kind to them, but they were able to get back in and get the victory.
A lot of penalties, several miscues, and a couple of fortunate bounces, according to Coach Frock. But the opponent tonight, the Wildcats from Waconia, as you mentioned, they've lost 8 in a row. That includes 3 teams in their conference that are all ranked in the top 6 of the state. Aiden Simmons is their leading scorer, goes by AJ, and he is got 10 goals, 13 points, or 13 assists for 23 points on the season. On the flip side, we talked about it, Coon Rapids, they powered through the net. They got Rowan Bresnahan leading the way now, a blue liner with 46 points, well on pace to finish well over 50. So is Barsness, who I think comes in at 42, 43 points tonight. And still with 5 games left, including tonight. Another blue liner with double-digit points is Nolan Hazelwood, 2 goals and 11 assists on the season. I think they're up to 8 guys or 9 guys now in double digits. They got a couple more that are on the cusp. They could end the season with more than 12 guys in double digits.
That is just crazy. And you got to give credit to the balance of those 3 lines. The first 2 lines are doing a real good job scoring. Golden had a hat trick the other night out, so that helps.
And 2 assists.
And 2 assists. 5-point game. I think Bresnahan had a 6-point game. They have 1 and 5, I think it was.
1 and 4, 1 and 5, somewhere in there. Yeah, again, when there's 10 goals to be a part of, guys are getting their fair share of points. Yeah. Can they lock it down defensively? They're going to need to do that better as they get into the postseason. Yeah. But let's look at what they have. 5 to go, including tonight. And realistically, they could potentially take those last 5, go into the postseason on an 8-game win streak. That's a lot, saying a lot. Rogers is their finale right here at the Crick. We'll talk much more about this path ahead of them before the playoffs as this game unfolds. But we're going to take a break and then drop the puck between the Cardinals and the Wildcats on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the creek, just about ready to drop the puck between the Cardinals and the Wildcats. And we talk about it a lot because we've seen them face some teams that, coming in on paper, Cardinals clearly the favorite. Can't underestimate anyone.
Oh, no. As we saw with the girls the other night when Wayzata came to town, and it was a 2-goal game for quite a while, and it really is tough. And they got it done, but yes, you got to play the game. I'd like to see them get off to a fast start. I'd like to see them get the puck in deep. I want to see a forecheck, some cycling, hit the puck in the quiet zones. If Waconia sucks everybody down low at the top of the circles, the D zone, use those points. Get it up top, put it on net, crash. Fundamentals of hockey, 101.
Carson Beckwith is the less experienced of their two keepers, but their numbers very similar. He gets the start here tonight, I think just his third start of the season for Waconia. Cardinals get it in deep. Waconia brings it back behind their own net. Devin Stifter looking up ice, goes to his left and will chase. Alphen hacks at him, but Stifter able to get around him, gets to the red line, and dumps it in deep. An opportunity off the side for A.J. Siddons, tried to pull that one off the backboards, but Cardinals able to keep possession. Bordner trying to get it ahead, went off a skate. Intended for Alphen. Alphen gets chase, and then it's poked right to him from Jack Ulrich. Alphen pinned to the boards by Kuchinska. Pressuring is Ben Kish. Good to see him back on the ice. Lions have changed up a little bit with his return, and just to try and find a little more balance. Cross-ice pass. Kish has some open ice. Down the wing, fires wide. Rims around. Barsness holds it in. Skips off his stick right to Kuchinska. Cross-ice, gets it back and attacks up the right wing. Flips it in on goal. Wagner a stick save up into the netting. And we'll have a face-off in the Coon Rapids end. So we're going to see Barsness centering Kish and Engberg. We're going to see Alphen centering Bowden and am I missing someone? Bowden and Golan, and then we have Tyson on a wing with Jack Barsness and Andrew Clark. See if they can balance out the scoring, because as it is, you get about 100 points from your top line, and about 60 and then about 30, which is really about how you love to have it, especially in those with numbers of that quantity.
Absolutely.
But he said, with moving Trenton down to the third line, now we have a 30-point guy on each line. Of course, you have 42 points from Barsness. Engberg slips it around the defender. Out front, a shot for Hazelwood, and opportunity turned away by Beckwith, point blank. Bordner can't keep it out of the zone. Reek gives chase into the corner, had possession momentarily. Pocket picked and carried to center by Jack Barsness. Plays it across. Tyson couldn't get to it. Clark forces it into the zone. Stifter plays it back out to neutral. Bordner pokes it away. This one is played all the way down by Reek, and that is icing. Face-off back into Waconia zone.
Not a bad start for Coon Rapids. Good pace. Defenseman jumping in. You see Hazelwood get down there, and then there's a nice opportunity to come out of the corner. There's your pass, and there was Hazelwood. Nice shot. Just right into the goalie's chest, unfortunately.
Almost slipped it 7-hole underneath that left armpit.
But good opportunity.
Bordner's shot deflected into the corner. Stepping up is Bushy. Bushy runs into a little bit of traffic, pinned against the end boards. Clark comes away with it out to Tyson up top. His wrist shot misses wide. Down into it is Bordner, tried to play it out front.
Jump on that loose puck when the guy falls down.
Can't get it out of the zone, but Herman can. Right back in is Clark. Into the slot. Tyson was tied up. Barsness back to the point. Bushy shot tipped in, a goal for Andrew Clark.
Yes, that's why you take those point shots when they're available. A lot of traffic in front. Clark had his stick on the ice, just got a little deflection on it, and he was able to beat the goalie on the goalie's right side. And way to go, Clark. He gets himself a point and sneaks closer to that list we were talking about earlier today.
Yeah, he's one of the three just right on the cusp.
Yep, so that
At 8 points, now 9, picking up his 4th goal of the season.
Yeah, good. That's good recognition there. I like that. Use that point when everybody's down low. Don't skate it up there. Move the puck.
Yeah, Tandon Bush blocked his shot and is questionable and maybe hampered a little bit by a foot injury. So an opportunity for guys like Bordner and Bushy to get a few more minutes. And, of course, with a lesser opponent, good opportunity to step in. Goal in a good position to take away the centering pass. Bowden has it tipped off his stick as he enters the zone. Kept away from Alphen. He's able to regain, takes the shot, blocker save into the corner. Swept back to the point. Bresnahan sends it back down and around. Alphen will get there in the corner and leave it behind, but we're going to have a cross-check against the Cardinals in the offensive zone. You hate that.
Yeah, you don't like offensive zone penalties, but they do happen. And now Waconia gets to fire up their 15.7% power play and see what they can do.
Yeah, they're according to the numbers online, their special teams have not been very special for them this year.
We'll talk about their penalty kill once the Cardinals get a power play. Just we looked at that
Should
earlier.
they get a power play in this contest? Cardinals would certainly like to avoid the kind of penalties they had against Hopkins.
Yeah.
It was a 10-7 game, meaning 17 entries on the score sheet.
A lot
the penalties were list was even longer.
Ouch. Well, they just get you out of your rhythm. You want to roll your lines and keep things going and minimize penalties, especially in the playoffs. It'll be your ending when you get too many penalties.
Tandon Bush is able to play. He's just pinned against the boards there. Hazelwood poking at it in the far corner.
That's good. Grind it out on the wall. Just let that clock run. Good penalty killing there.
Stahlberger helping pin it to the wall. Comes free, and Hazelwood sends it the distance.
Yep, that's good. There's 30 seconds right there.
Roman from behind his own net. Near side for Young. Pressured at the line. Able to dig it back free from the Cardinals. Out to the point. Pass handcuffed Stifter a bit, and he'll send it into the corner. Bush trying to tie up down low. Hazelwood takes Siddons off the puck, but Siddons gets back up and gets it right back. His pass to the point deflected, but gets through to Kaczynska. His snapshot is blocked. Good positioning by Luke Rising. Rising out to challenge. Down into the corner. Top of the slot. Stahlberger, a great defensive play, came over and took away the shot. Left the puck there for Hazelwood to play all the way down. Funny bounce in the corner. And that means numbers up ice for Waconia, except that it got too far. And now here's Bresnahan, shorthanded. Egberg trying to get it back to him, and it slipped underneath the heel of his stick. Engberg still battling along the boards. We'll leave it for Bresnahan. Bresnahan staying in control. Again, he's the Cardinals' points leader from the blue line. Cross-ice pass, a little dangerous, got through it, although with a bit of a deflection, but that kills off the rest of the penalty.
Yeah, good penalty kill.
Barsness and Engberg in on the forecheck, played around to the far side. Novak all the way down near the goal line to pinch. And now here comes Waconia the other way. Cardinals have good numbers back. Blocker saved by Wagner on the long shot. Cardinals just play it back out to center. Stopped up by Jacobs, but here's Barsness flying in and around, backhand and a goal.
Good effort by Barsness. He's able to block that pass attempt out ice and trail the puck on the wall over there and race in with his speed. And once he got the corner, he was able to get the goalie to freeze, and he goes to the far side, as you'll see here. Gets the corner, keeps the speed going, and to the backhand, and the goalie did not. Yep, made the first move, the goalie, and that means usually a goal.
Well, the goalie had two options, commit to the shot or he's going to take it. And when you commit to the shot, he goes to the backhand.
Yeah. There's the guy that'll just put that in. a lot of times.
23 on the year for Tyler Barsness. Barsness stops up along the boards, plays it out front, sticked away by Beckwith. Played to the top of the zone, and Barsness plays it back to Bresnahan. They regroup just inside the Coon Rapids end. Bresnahan avoids a stick check from Young. Gets around another into the zone. Finds Engberg crashing in. He goes to the backhand and flips it just wide. Beckwith dives on top of it on the side of the net to get the whistle.
Well, Coon Rapids is using their speed right now, and that's definitely something that will work for them all night because they have a lot of speed and it's showing this evening. Just missed on that backhand. It was a real good try there.
Played back to the line and out. Bordner had to chase it all the way back to the Coon Rapids end. Long pass ahead off the stick of Alphin and right to Kaczynska. His pass intercepted. Poked back away. Three bodies hit the ice right at the center circle.
Yeah, that was a collision.
Rising and a pair of Wildcats. Cross ice pass broken up, top of the zone. Rising able to gain control and get it out. He will send it in. Stahlberger in on the attack. Coon Rapids rolling the fourth line out now. Just a 2-0 lead, but feeling pretty good with the way they've controlled the game through the first half of this first period.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of guys started the game, so they're going to get some playing time tonight, which is great. You want guys getting playing time, the younger guys, because next year will be a new year, and then they'll have some experience.
Well, even when they're not younger guys.
Yeah,
actually, Stahlberger and Rising, you got to give them credit. As seniors, they have been on the bench for every game of the season, and they've really they get opportunities on penalty kill, and when the game is out of hand, one way or the other.
Yeah. Well,
not seeing a ton of PT, but they're still there, and they're still contributing whenever and doing what they are asked of them. That's a harder job, in my opinion, being the fourth line and penalty kill guy than being the top line center.
Yeah, you saw that scramble in front of the net there.
Almost no one knew where it was.
Yeah, not even the goaltender.
Bresnahan backing up across for Novak. Back for Bresnahan. It's around Young into the zone, knocked off his stick. Clark recovers, and now Tyson. Tyson finding room. Wanted that far side top shelf and barely missed it high and wide. To the line, glove down and held by Novak. Across Tyson. Quick shot and a glove save for Beckwith.
Good idea. Tyson, good spot inside the dot, top of the circle, able to get off a nice shot. Beckman was able to see that one and reach the leather out and make the save. Well, shot's only 6-2, but Coon Rapids have been controlling the pace of play here.
Bresnahan shot, hit traffic, ended up wide. Stifter recovers. Fans on the pass. Bowden takes it away, then stripped off his stick by Nelson. He gets it out to center. Sidden battles with Alphin. They get it into the zone onside. The shot or the pass in the skates of Sidden. Played it out front. Only white jerseys are there. Bowden ahead to Golan. Tipped off his stick as he enters the zone. Tipped away from Nelson. Bresnahan pinches Reek off of it. Backhand flipped across the top of the crease by Ulrich. Held at the line. The shot blocked. A 2-on-0. Bowden and Alphin will finish it his second of the game. No. Take that back. His first of the game.
First of the game. Whatever it was.
That's pretty.
That looked like a passing drill you'd see in practice, the way they just move that puck nice and quick, back and forth, back and forth. You see it here, it's a bad play on the defensive line. Here's the first pass, 2, 3, and 4, and in. Beautiful play.
Yeah, I like that.
Goalie just like, oh my goodness,
Yeah, there's
I don't know what to do. That's how you play a 2-0 right there. That was nice. Good spacing, good passing.
And no opportunity for the goaltender.
No.
All starts with the block from Alphen at the blue line. And a chance out front, tipped, and ended up back in the blue paint. Cardinals scrambling, but able to clear. Waconia nearly had an answer.
Yeah, they left somebody alone in front of that net.
Barsness pokes this one out to center. Engberg will enter with speed down the left wing. Leaves it Barsness back to Engberg in a goal.
Boy, the passing has just been really nice on these entries when they come in with speed and have numbers. Well, Waconia just doesn't have any answer to that because they are not able to catch up.
Well, and this is what we talked about, right?
Yeah.
When the Cardinals stay on their toes and use their speed and stay patient,
Yeah.
opportunities like that present themselves,
Yeah.
and that's why they have 5.5 goals per game.
Yeah. They
But
can score goals.
But it seems against those higher level teams,
Right.
they're not able to stay on their toes. They're not able to use their speed to their advantage.
Yeah. Well, and
Because the other teams can play that fast too.
the other teams are as fast and they're physical, and you got to battle even harder.
Long shot gets through for Kaczynska. Save and cover for Wagner. I'm sorry, that's Stifter.
Well, that's part of the process right now. They've had a really good season. They're really very impressed with their record. They're playing well. Just got to keep making the next step. And
Siddons a shot right into the midsection of Will Wagner. We'll try again.
And when you come up, you get Forest Lake. That's going to be a good team. St. Cloud, I don't know how good they are. They're probably middle of the road. If it was St. Cloud Cathedral, it'd be another story. That's a good club. And then Rogers, we know, is good, and they had one of their better players out at the youth national level tournament for a while, but he's Baumgartner's back, so they'll be at full strength.
Talking to Coach Frock, he said they're dealing with a couple of injuries too at the top of their score sheets, so
never helps.
And that, of course, could change.
Yeah.
For both teams between now and next Saturday.
Yeah. Just want to make sure you just keep everybody healthy. Well, speaking of Saturday, I think we have another game to cover, don't we? Coming up here, the playoffs are starting for the girls.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, great draw for the Bluebirds.
Yeah, looks good on
number
paper.
Number three seed, they will get number 6 Rogers. And North Wright County, who beat them during the regular season and really just made it nearly impossible for the Bluebirds to play their game that night.
Yeah.
Is on the other side of the bracket, so they don't have to worry about them or Centennial. You got to worry about Rogers, obviously, and then most likely Maple Grove. Right. But they played pretty well against Maple Grove.
Yeah,
just a 5-3 loss.
Yeah, so good luck to them coming up Saturday.
Stahlberger leaves it for Barsness. Barsness tried to drag it out front and lost the handle. Battle ensues down deep. Everhart not able to get out.
Good job
Mayo
by Bush.
Trying to force it up the boards as well. And they play it around the other side. Hazelwood sends it toward the net. Sticked away by Beckwith. Shot from a ways out. Handled relatively easily by Beckwith. Barsness to Bowden. Back door looking for Golan, and somehow Beckwith got across.
Yeah, he did. That was a great save.
This one high off the glass and out, and that'll be icing.
No, Wagner wants to play
it. Said you guys don't get a line change. Got it to Golan. Golan fires wide.
Yeah, he got hammered.
Alfred.
Ouch. That's not
Tried
good.
to shovel it in on the backhand. Golan shaking his head, trying to get the cobwebs out. And
he got hit
slowly,
on the follow through. That was a pretty heavy check off balance.
And he's slowly making his way back to the bench. We hope he is okay.
Don't need him to get injured, no.
Cross ice pass taken away by Bowden. Bowden has it chopped away from behind. Comes free to Hazelwood. Across for Tyson. Tyson had to sidestep Young. and regather. Now gains the zone, trying to slip it to Alphen. Gets it back down low for Alphen.
Point. There he is.
Out to the point. Bordner looking to get it back to Tyson. Pokes it in on net. Beckwith holds for the faceoff. 3 minutes exactly remain in the first period.
Yeah, I'm impressed with how the Cardinal forwards are having their head up in the zone. They're getting their head up when they're controlling the puck and looking to see those points are wide open because Waconia is packing it in down low. See going with some kind of a little bit of a neck twist. It looked like he kind of landed funny and hit his head on the boards a little bit. So hopefully it'll be okay.
Pass right down the center, and coming out to cover is Wagner as he saw A.J. Siddons rushing towards him.
Never a bad idea. Beats mishandling the puck and then having a good scoring chance.
Clark wins the draw. Bordner fires it back right down the middle for Beckwith. Beckwith just clears it to the board. Cardinals first one there, Jack Barsness. And now Tyson. Tyson bumped off it by Siddons. Bushy rather, will get it down to the corner for Clark. Bushy back down into the corner. Barsness. Oh, take a hit up high, but stay with the puck, and then it's poked off his stick out to center. Bushy ahead, too far for Tyson. It'll come in on Beckwith, and he's going to cover up this time.
Yeah, these are the kind of games, you're up 4-0. You want to just keep playing good hockey, moving the puck, working on get some chemistry going for the next couple of games. You know, strange things happen if the other team gets a goal or two, as Hopkins showed them the other day. So you got to keep the pedal going here.
Engberg, a quick snapshot off the face-off. Beckwith was in position.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, take those shots while you run a face-off play. Very good. Again, nice draw win and using the points.
Long shot, stopped up by Beckwith. This time, the purple and gold able to get possession, but not able to clear the zone. Engberg trying to feed it out front. Had Kish down the slot. Bresnahan into the corner, circles, gets it to Engberg, trying to feed it across. Chance for Barsness. Beckwith is in the way. Bresnahan holds at the blue line again. Barsness pinched off at Engberg, backdoor. Kish's shot actually just hit Beckwith.
Yeah.
He's going to get credit for a save, and he should because he was in position, but he had no idea that was coming.
No.
That was a great pass by Engberg.
It was.
The reverse pass as you're dipping behind the net, especially on a goaltender, as we talked about. He hasn't had as many minutes as his net mate Butler has.
He's getting the workout, 16 shots.
As soon as you see them head behind the net, you want to follow, but Rising flips a backhand up and over as we're under a minute remaining in this opening period. It has been all Cardinals, a 4-0 lead. Rising is shot, rising too high for the net. This one was knocked down with a high stick, and I didn't think it was high. I thought it was.
Oh, well.
But we'll have a face-off in the Coon Rapids end. 44 seconds to go.
Another draw win.
Bush gets it to center, gets it across for Rising. Shot by Bowden, misses wide. Alphen sends it behind. Bowden tried to center, and then is pinched to the wall by Jacobs. Young to center. Tipped off his stick right at the line, causing the offside. Wildcats have to tag up. Bowden couldn't handle that pass.
Well, he hurt his leg on that little skirmish there. He's going off.
And that is going to be icing.
Another icing. Yeah, the one thing the Wildcats are going to need to work on the next period is their gap control is just causing all kinds of problems for them. They're just letting Coon Rapids come flying through the neutral zone with nothing, no back checkers and a lot of space. And once you're on your heels, standing in your own zone, good things don't happen.
Long shot. Caught the shaft of the stick. Chance for Tyson walking in. He's knocked off it. 3 seconds left, and that shot blocked will get us to the buzzer. But Coon Rapids with 4 goals in the first from 4 different players, and they're making it look easy through the first 17. We'll take a break. See some first period highlights after this on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, and the Cardinals having plenty of fun with the Wildcats in town through the first 17. They've scored 4, and they have really had their way up and down the ice.
They have, and when you look at the shots, Waconia has 0 shots in the house. Coon Rapids has 11. They've been living down by the net, and it shows.
Yeah, and a couple of the goals, just absolute goalie left all by himself to try to defend. There's a couple of these passes are, as you mentioned, very impressive on their entries. Great deflection by Clark to start the scoring. And a good shot from the point by Bushy, Harden on the ice, and then a steal at center. Good speed from Tyler Barsness and plenty of reach to go forehand to backhand, beat the goalkeeper. And then a good hold at the blue line, but a bad decision to try and shoot through Alphen. Turns into a 2-on-0. He and Bowden play catch. Alphen finishes. And then finally it was Barsness again, this time playing some catch with Jack Engberg, a little give and go. Engberg all alone with 24 square feet of net to look at. He wasn't going to miss that one.
Yeah, and they're showing their offensive prowess. Their defense has been pretty good. They only left one guy open in front of the net early, about halfway through the period, but nothing happened on that. They didn't even get a shot out of it, so that's good.
And it is kind of easy to look good defensively when the whole game's played in your offensive end.
That's the way you like to see it.
And that's what the Cardinals will continue to try and do the remainder of the way. We'll take a break and be back with the second period after this. You're watching Boys High School Hockey on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the barn, we'll look at some of your seniors. A big senior class here. And
It is.
You know, we've talked about this group since before they arrived, actually, because I was aware that they were all stepping up to play the AA level as Pee-wees, and that got me very excited. And knowing the coach who coached them through AA Pee-wees and AA Bantams, I got constant updates and very excited to see that group here. Sad to see them on their way out,
Yeah.
and so is Coach Frock, because this team, as much fun as they're having and as much success as they're having this year, this lineup will be absolutely decimated by graduation.
Yes, it will, but let's enjoy the rest of the year and then worry about next year when next year comes, right?
Absolutely. Stahlberger rising out there to get the start along with Calvin Schnabel.
Good.
And Cal Schnabel, this may be his first varsity PT.
Well, that's fantastic.
Chance for Stahlberger and a blocker save for Beckwith. They get the start in the second period. Schnabel out to the line. Cross for Bordner. Bordner back across it. Handcuff pushy. Here's a chance for Siddons. Siddons with speed, has some room. Can't get back across. Wagner dragged the leg and got the puck.
Ooh, that was a good play by Wagner. That was
Right.
nice move.
Rising back checked just enough to take away that angle, and now the Cardinals are going to be called for a trip as Siddons had his legs taken out from under him.
Yeah, he made a move there, and Stahlberger kind of reached out a little bit, as you'll see here. I think on the replay, watch this nice move, and that put the leg out. And those need to be called because that's where you can get some injuries. Probably not intentional, just a reaction, but yep, it's a penalty. Second power play for the Cavs.
First one, not exactly fruitful.
No.
Good block by Caden Elfin up top. That shot doesn't get through either. Centering attempt, bounces back to the point. Shot, again, hit traffic. Bresnahan picks it up with speed and will carry it to the other end. Bresnahan absorbs a hit. Tried to get it deep, but couldn't get past Buchner. Buchner retreats behind his own net. Cross ice pass. Ulrich now ahead to Siddons. Siddons in as Buchner crossed, but his pass broken up. Eventually got through to Buchner. A shot from the point, blocked by Bresnahan out front. Engberg will chip it off the board and down into the Wildcat end.
Yep, get a line change. Good start to the penalty kill.
Stifter carries with speed around the corner. Trying to drag out front, lost the handle behind. He picks it up again in the corner. Pressured there by Hazelwood. Stifter gets it back. Stifter pressured by Novak, coughs it up. Clear up the boards, doesn't escape. Young holds. Leaves it back. Stifter, a shot right into the midsection of Wagner. We'll have a face-off. 34 seconds left in the power play.
Not a bad power play so far for Waconia. They're getting the puck in. They've made some passes, had some shots, had a block, but they're a little bit of zone time. Wagner with a nice save there. Stops play. But another draw for Waconia.
Tie up in the corner, and the Cardinals are happy to keep it there all day. Hazelwood, as a matter of fact, just tried to drag it back into his feet. Instead, it comes free to Kish, and Kish will jump on his horse and race to the other end. Slips a check. Young sweeps it off his stick into the corner. Kish fortunate because his stick definitely came up and made contact with Young in the helmet area. But as it was a result of the check and already shorthanded, they let it go.
Yeah.
Shot by Barsness is off the side of the net, recovered by Bowden in the corner. The penalty is over. And the Cardinals right back on the attack. Stifter sidesteps, then bumped by Bowden, but gets it ahead. Back to Nelson, kept in at the line by Tandon Bush. Cross ice, Golan out front into the skates of Eli Bowden, and Hazelwood tracks it down back in his own end. Sends it the other way. It was out of the reach of Sittons. Icing waved off. Bowden and Stifter tie up. Puck comes free. Bush, a couple of good poke checks, and Bowden recovers out of the corner. Trying to feed out front. It was deflected away from Alphen. Hazelwood will keep it in. Alphen along the boards will send it in and around. Stifter in the near corner. Looks up ice, and that's not going to get past Bush. Bush trying to walk in on his backhand. Will flip it. That hit a skate. Bounces around. Here's Bush. Leaves it back for Hazelwood. Top of the circle's a shot. Save. Rebound tipped around. Bush, great job. Just sends it back deep into the corner.
A good thing, because there was a 2-on-1 developing. Oh, an open guy.
There was a man as Puchner was sneaking behind the defense, but that one fired the length of the ice and no chance at all.
No chance at all, which is a good thing. The Cardinals are very aggressive, keeping the puck in, and Waconia almost had a little break there for a 2-on-1, but bad pass.
Well, and games like this can be fun because everybody likes to score and get on the score sheet. But it can lead to some bad habits of both defenders trying to pinch on the same play, for instance.
Yeah.
Clark to the slot. He was hooked, and that's why he couldn't get the shot off. And we're going to see our first power play for the home team.
Yes, and now we can talk about that Waconia Wildcat power or penalty kill at 65%. So Coon Rapids will have a good chance to get some good opportunities, I would think. We'll see.
That is, if you're new to the sport, it's not a good power or penalty kill percentage.
No, not good.
Blake Eberhardt in the box. Cardinals on the power play. Set it up top. Novak to Bowden. Back to Novak. Pass out of the reach of Alphen in the corner. Wildcats able to get possession and send it 200 feet.
Good job. They were jumping those outside passes, putting some pressure on.
Bresnahan had it tipped off his stick by Nelson. Nelson recovered momentarily. Bowden tried to play it across. Alphen will catch up with it off the boards and sends it down into the corner. Kaczynski played it around, and again it caught that Zamboni door and threw the Cardinals off a little bit. Bresnahan has to come all the way back to his own end.
So far, Waconia is doing the job.
Yeah, not much. They set up at the start. Not able to get one through to the net. Novak's shot, though, forces the blocker saved by Beckwith. Out to the point. Bresnahan, still 50 seconds left. Alphen walking in. Cross. Novak, top of the circles. His shot stopped up by Beckwith. Rebound cleared to the boards. Bresnahan to Novak. Into the middle. Golan misses just wide. Alphen sent it across the top of the crease. And Novak will send it down and around.
Better puck movement. I like how they're setting things up. They found the bumper there. But down she goes.
Cleared the length. Maybe one more rush. With 15 to go, Bresnahan turns back up ice. Weaves through a little bit of traffic. Bumped off of it by Kaczynska. Or Stifter. And Stifter able to send it all the way down.
All right. They killed it off, Waconia.
And a couple of shots on goal for the Cardinals, but neither you would consider grade A scoring chances off the power play. And when you consider, again, a 65% PK,
Yeah.
every penalty you kill off has to feel like a success.
Absolutely. That was a success. Good thing. So far, the second period is going very well for Waconia there. Not giving Coon Rapids really great opportunities so far. The Cardinals only have 4 shots on goal in this period.
Bush around the outside, bump to the boards, keeps the puck. Plays it out front, a one-timer for Rising, misses just wide.
Hit the pad of goaltender there. Beckworth.
Chance for Stahlberger and a goal.
There was a nice pass again. Got the goaltender moving, flipped it over there to the left side, and a nice quick shot by Stahlberger. And there's the 5th goal. Took a while, but good to see some new guys get on the score sheet. Bush, nice pass with his head up. Had 3 guys all lined up right
And with
there.
that, we have another member of the double-digit club because Tandon Bush will get the assist. And that will be his 10th point of the season.
Wow.
Being the 10th Cardinal into double digits. Barsness had that one bounce away, flips the backhand up and over. Cardinals are playing very unselfishly. They're looking for that setup. They're looking for that back door, and it's good because the difference in playing a team like this and playing a team, higher level
big
team
hit down there in the corner.
is the amount of space and time you have. There's a beautiful pass, and Kish with the redirect to the back of the net to make it 6-0.
Yeah, once again, another beautiful passing play. Good speed coming up on the rush. Able to get good spacing post to post, and you'll see that nice pass coming across, and no problem there for Kish to put it home. Good pass by Bushy there. And all of a sudden, from nothing, bing, bing, 2 goals, and it's 6-zip.
I think it was Jack Engberg.
Was Engberg on that
not
one?
6.
Yeah, it looked like 6. Yep, there, Engberg. Good for Engberg. Good play. Good pass. And when you're up 6-0, you just keep playing. Don't change anything. Just keep moving the puck. Do what you're doing well. And play smart.
2 goals less than a minute apart. And the Cardinals were already well in control, but now up by a half dozen. Clark tried to drop it back. That was intercepted. Hazelwood also picks up an assist on that last tally. So all those guys we talked about, we said in the open, 9 guys in double digits, 3 more that very well could be before the end of the season. Maybe even a few more behind that, but so far you got Clark, at least got point number 9. Bush got number 10. Zach Novak had a couple of good shots, good looks at the net on the power play. So, but also getting some other guys. Matt Stahlberger, I think his 2nd goal of the season, and we were also here for the 1st.
Yes, indeed.
Nelson's shot waffled away. Nobody really calls it a waffle.
No waffle terms are for old school.
Bresnahan left it for Bowden, tried to dangle across the top. It was poked away, but he stays with it. Gets it back in deep. Golan throws a body, but doesn't slow the play as Waconia is able to get it into the offensive end with Caden Herman. And now tied up along the near boards. Bowden reverses for Bresnahan. Bresnahan sidesteps a check, back to his forehand, cross ice, and there's Eli Bowden with lots of ice around him. Tried to come across, lost the handle. Flip back out to center by Jacobs, and all the way down. He pressures Novak behind the net. Big hit there by Young on Novak. He's able to come away with the puck.
Young, big guy, and uses his body well.
Couldn't sneak past Bowden, though. Bowden gets it across for Golan into the zone. And here's Young going back the other way. Babcock is with him. Babcock, a shot. Misses wide and wings around the boards. Dolan's got to deflect that out of the zone.
Yes, that would have helped.
Even against, and that's back to those bad habits you can get into playing these teams that give you that much time and space.
Right.
Is now you try and get too cute, and you make plays like that.
And against Rogers or somebody else, you're in trouble.
You just blindly send that out across softly across the top of your defensive zone, asking for trouble.
Yeah, got away with that one.
And against a Wildcat team, you can do that.
Yeah.
Shots now 23-11 in favor of the home team. And Waconia's fought a little bit better here in the second period, but still pretty much controlled by the Cardinals. A diving play by Babcock kept that from being icing. Cardinals able to come and get the zone. And then, again, they're a good forechecking team anyhow because of their speed.
Right.
But this Waconia team just has no answer when they feel that pressure. The Cardinals, when they brought the offensive pressure and the forechecking pressure, Waconia's had a real tough time breaking the puck out.
Yeah, and what they've started to try to do is try to find a cherry picker or a floater out in the neutral zone to loosen it up a little bit, but that hasn't worked very well either.
Poked free by Young. He flips it ahead, looking for Siddons. Instead, it's turned back in. Jacobs sends it around. They try and break out the near side, and Tandon Bush prevents the exit. Siddons from behind his own net, looking for some room end to end. Tried to cut across Hazelwood, and Hazelwood elbow. Tandon Bush, the guilty party, is he tried to cut across Hazelwood, stopped it with his skates, and then Bush and Siddons kind of came together because of that move.
Well, it's a good rush. Good rush by Siddons. He had some good speed. He was able to get on the attack, and they go on their third power play. And the last one, they had a few opportunities.
Young in the draw against Alphen. He's able to win it back to the point. Kaczynska across for Stifter, his shot, and the save for Wagner. Siddons out of the corner, looking back door, out of the reach of Nelson. Alphen gets there first and plays it all the way down. Beckwith will leave it behind for Kaczynska. Pass handcuff Stifter. Novak will send it all the way back down. Alphen will bring a little bit of pressure this time. Chasing Stifter behind the net. Young across, that's off a skate. Alphen turns back up ice. Quick shot, saved by Beckwith, had no idea where it was, but fortunately for him, Siddons was there to pick it up and escort it out of the zone. Alphen able to play it back in deep. Stifter to the line, dumps it in. It hopped over the stick of Wagner behind the net. Siddons will recover off the boards, poked off his stick. Here's Bresnahan and Engbert on a shorthanded 2-on-0, and that's one too many passes, but it still worked.
It still worked, yeah.
When you have to shoot through the goalie on a 2-on-0, you pass too much.
Yeah, Bresnahan was a little bit too kind there because he had a wide open net after that pass, but he decided to let his buddy have a shot at it. And that'll be a shorthanded goal. 2-0.
Yes, sir.
Again, that's about our fifth odd rush. So right there, the goalie's out of position, but oh well. Hey.
Well, he had nothing left. He'd already moved side to side 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, that was tough on the goaltender.
Played in deep. Bushy tried to play it around, but he caught part of the boards. Didn't get anything on it. Pass bounces away, and Bowden will shovel it to the other end. Okay, how do you get a second assist on that play?
I don't know.
A block and a takeaway at the top of the zone leads to a 2-on-0.
You got very kind there.
The shot from a tough angle, and fortunate for Coon Rapids, there was nobody in a purple jersey out front because that rebound went right where Wagner did not want it to go. Good play by Eli Bowden, stepping up and seeing that play. Bowden a shot, save and a cover because Groman at his back turned was fielding the puck with his hand, and easy opportunity for Bowden to just bump him off the puck and take the zone.
Right, and he didn't light him up. He just laid the body on him, got control of the puck. That's a smart play.
Just enough to separate man from puck. Yeah, that's all it has to be.
That's it.
Face-off win for Clark. Tyson's shot hit a stick.
There's a
Clark's going to
penalty.
get a penalty. His stick was way, way, way up in Jack Jacobs' business.
Yeah. Well, that's a few penalties here, Joe. How many do you have the Coon Rapids for here?
This would be number 4. Third of the period.
We talked about bad habits. This would be a bad habit. Getting too many penalties. You have to get out of that habit. Reaching with sticks, doing things like that, rather than moving your feet. Unless their goal is to work on the penalty kill today. So.
Well, and I'm biased, but I would say the previous 2 were questionable at best. But they're going to get those calls because Coon Rapids is way up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they're being nice.
So anything that's going to be even close, you're going to get called.
That's the way it's
that
going.
one
that
was
one,
pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious, yes.
And that's just a lazy play. Andrew's got plenty of speed. Tough angle shot for Young, rims around and all the way back into the Waconia end.
Good thing he missed. He had a lot of mustard on that one. It was moving.
Well, again, we've talked about him. He's a big kid and he moves well.
He's a good player.
Nelson into the zone, pressured by Hazelwood, able to turn away from it. Good support there from Rising, and he clears the zone midway through this power play.
So far, so good for Coon Rapids. Doing what they need to. Little diamond set up in the neutral zone. First man gets the loose puck, puts it in.
Pass turned Puchner around a little bit, and Coon Rapids able to jump on the opportunity. Bowden fanned on the shot, spins back to the corner, and now sends it around, and here comes Engberg. And Puchner kind of gave the puck to him and then pinched him to the boards. Out to the point, Bush sent it across, not the angle he wanted, and scooped up off the board by Herman. Herman pressured by Engberg and apparently tripped.
Offside.
Or is it offside? No, it's so it is offside. Okay, that's a linesman. He doesn't have the orange thing.
He wanted to make a penalty call, but he decided
everybody else gets to. 6 seconds left on the kill. Yeah, he's definitely offside, and that's created by the back pressure of Jack Engberg.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you have the back pressure. The referees are over there talking with the coaches about something.
Oh, looks like he's talking to Zach Novak.
Oh, okay.
Bush there. Maybe he's addressing the entire Cardinal bench, and obviously something to the. Oh, that's not Novak. It's Hazelwood. Either way, it's the defensive end of the bench, but Brock was there as well.
Yeah.
But it did look like he was addressing a player primarily, and who knows? They do. 1 minute remaining in the second period, and third period will be all running time.
Another PK.
This one across, backhanded chance, misses just wide for Stahlberger. Looking for his first career multi-goal game.
Oh, wow.
We saw his first varsity goal.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think tonight, I believe, is not just number 2. That one intercepted by Reek and played in. Novak stops it there. Rising will flip it up and out of the zone. Cross ice. Jacob sends it back in. Stahlberger across for Novak. Rising will deflect it in, and it's coming right in on Beckwith, and he'll cover with Schnabel right on the doorstep. 12 seconds to go in the second.
One more face-off, get the draw, run a play, see if you can get a shot. Coon Rapids with 11 shots on goal this period, and looks like 7 for Waconia. They ran the play, got a draw, got the point. Oh, breakaway.
Oh, Siddons behind the defense. Save for Wagner, and a follow-up chance on the backhand from Reek.
And that won't make the coaches
Or
very
no,
happy.
it was Soderholm.
12 seconds left, get a chance, and then give up a breakaway.
And
To
a
work
rebound.
on.
And a rebound.
a rebound. So thank Wagner for his job done there.
Wagner able to keep a 0 on the board for the Wildcats despite the last-minute rush. Cardinals pile it on and lead 7-0 going to the third on CTN.
In 1998, CTN debuted one of the greatest broadcast trios ever assembled. Jerry the Coach Grant joined Howie and Joe to create a hockey announcing trifecta.
But they'll have to
But after a wildly successful 10-year run, Jerry, the darling of the team, suddenly went missing. Letters of concern and support poured in from the hockey community as a massive manhunt was launched. After almost 2 days with no sightings, the search was finally called off. Fans say the coach always had a knack for technical insights that they so loved. But now, a new chapter begins in the legend of Jerry Grant. He's back, and in the broadcast booth of CTN, all season long.
Back at the Ice Center, and it's been a night for the Coon Rapids offense already. 7-0 going into the third period against the Waconia Wildcats. They just have no answer for the Cardinals' speed. It has led to a number of odd man rushes, couple of 2-on-0s, a shorthanded goal. They're doing everything pretty much at will at this point.
Yeah, they are, and you can see on the replays we'll show here. Just Cardinals battling for pucks, getting some opportunities. Nice passing in. There's the far guy, and bing, into the net that one goes.
Yeah, and end-to-end, and we've talked about it all period, just unselfish play. Good cross-ice feed from Engberg, and Kish taps it home. And then again, on the shorthanded, poking it free at the blue line. One too many passes, but it still works out.
Yeah, Engberg found the 5-hole.
I mean,
goalie was sitting down there.
Beckwith still hasn't gotten back across to try and defend the shot from.
Yeah, and then Wagner right there. Two great saves right
Bresnahan.
deep, because at that point, Waconia only had 2 good scoring chances down low. They added 2 more, so they got up to 4, and Coon Rapids had 6 that period down in tight spots.
Yeah,
so.
better period for Waconia.
Yeah.
But still, a game that Coon Rapids has controlled. Interesting to see how the third period goes. Again, it's running time.
Right.
Will the Cardinals pile on a couple more? Will they keep Waconia off the board?
Right.
But again, we talk about it. These last 5 games, all against beatable opponents. You want to get those wins, but you also want to see good, sound structure.
Yes.
Coach Frock, before the game, when I was talking to him, he says, he said the Hopkins game was really hard to watch because he felt they just did not play well at all. He said we didn't do anything the way we know we can do it and the way we train to do it.
Yeah.
But it's 4th game in 5 days, and you could see that they were tired. So hopefully tonight we bounce back and get back into structure. In some ways, I think, absolutely. In others, that breakdown at the end of the period, giving the breakaway with the last 5 seconds, you can't let that happen against a better team.
Yeah, and structure-wise, like you say, third period, that's what we'll be watching for. Will they just keep playing smart, or are we going to start getting a little point hungry and start seeing that twine on the other end? But it's going to cause you problems.
Well, 17 minutes left to play. The Cardinals and the Wildcats in the third period right after this.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, the Cardinals with a 7-0 lead on their way to posting their 15th win of the season. With 4 games remaining after this. 3 of those 4 right here at this building. Their lone road game is on Thursday when they travel to take on the Armstrong Cooper Wings.
Yeah.
Then next week they have 3 games here: Tuesday against Forest Lake, Thursday against St. Cloud, and Saturday afternoon against Rogers. And as we start the third period, I just want to give a quick shout out. I'm sure he's not watching, although I did give him a heads up, to my college roommate Ben Parpart, who is a Waconia native and alumni.
Well, good for him.
And since I haven't said it since the first period, the Wildcats have the best unis I've seen all year.
Yeah, they're a very nice uniform. Agreed. Good colors.
Love the purple and gold. Purple helmets, the whole bit. Alphin shot his block to the corner. Chopped at and poked away. Alphin pinched off of it there by Stifter. Finally kicked free. Ice a little damp in the corner. Might be a little sticky. Engberg all the way across. Bresnahan couldn't quite reach it. Recovers back out to the point for Kish. Shot through traffic,
nice.
deflected by Engberg out front. And the save by Beckwith. Siddons just flips it out of the zone. Waconia trying to get a few fresh guys on the ice. Barsness trying to weave through traffic. Young pressuring. He flips it toward the net on the backhand as he's bumped to the ice. Bush will slow things at center ice. Pass from Kish hit Barsness in the skates. Young recovered, got it into the Coon Rapids zone, but Hazelwood right back out. Engberg across, Kish into the zone. Kish flipped it wide, pushes it back out to Hazelwood. Down low, Barsness off the crossbar. And Bush trying to flip out front. That hit the skates of Jack Ulrich. Centered, but only purple jerseys out there, and Drew Puchner gets to center and dumps it in.
Yeah, so far, Coon Rapids doing exactly what they need to do. Keep moving the puck, setting things up.
Pass out of the reach of Barsness, and that will be icing.
Yeah, I like how they were in that sequence, doing some nice bump passes in the neutral zone, just little tip passes to move it on here. You see, keeping it at the point, down low, and bing, off that crossbar. Yeah, that was a nice shot. He had the goaltender beat, as always a sign when Beckworth looks back behind him, he knows he's beat.
Clark sweeps it along, but held in the zone by Reek. Bordner trying to jam it back out. Oh, Bushy rather. Bordner now trying to jam it out on the far side. Held at the line by Babcock, right in on Wagner. Bushy ahead for Tyson. Trenton Tyson can't get around Jacobs. And here's Reek the other way, has some room out front. And Siddons sent it just wide on the backhand.
That was had goal written all over it.
If he's a left-handed player, it's a tap-in. Instead, kind of hopped off the toe of his stick and ended up behind because he had a lot of net to look at. Quick snapshot by Stifter into the glove of Wagner. And we'll have another face-off in the Cardinal end.
Well, good for Waconia. Not giving up. They're still playing hard. He's got a real nice chance there. Yeah. Oh, that's too close.
Bordner slid right on through into the net. And as Wagner came across, he said, "You're going to have to stay there now, son. Just don't interfere with me."
Yeah, exactly.
Bowden across for Bresnahan. Bresnahan out of the reach of Siddons. Gains speed as it poked off his stick. Back out to center. Novak dumps it back. Bresnahan across. Alfred into the zone. Poked away from him by Soderholm. And the Wildcats able to clear it down to the other end. They'll get some fresh troops out as Bresnahan recovers. Long pass ahead to Bowden. His pass across, blocked by Young. Pitchfork attempt by Puchner, didn't get it deep. Bowden trying to fight off the check from Young, then gets bumped by Puchner. Bowden comes out of the fray with the puck. Poked away by Young. Bush recovers. Tipped ahead by Bowden, and then the forward pass by Groman hit a teammate, Puchner, and stopped it up right at the red line.
There we have a nice scrum, and the referee says, let's have a whistle to keep them from pushing too much and getting things
credit to our linesman with the urgency he saw to get over and make sure that none of those extracurriculars continued.
Skated the width of the rink and really put on a burst of speed.
I always love that about the referee, the guy with the orange stripes. He gets to blow the whistle and stop it because of the scrum that had started, and then stand back and watch as his linesman gets in there to try and break it up.
Yep, that's in the job description.
It's a tough gig.
It is a tough gig. The higher up you go, the tougher it gets.
Yeah. NHL level,
even college, they're moving.
Yeah, but the linesmen, not as many fights in college. You got to try and get in and break up.
Yeah, Canadian junior.
Or if you look at like junior hockey, there's plenty of.
Yeah, there's some
little bit more than there is in college, especially the tier 2, tier 3 junior programs, such as the Coon Rapids Zone, Blue Ox. Siddons, nice step to get around Bush, but Bush slowed him enough that Wagner was able to make the stop and get the cover. You can see he's definitely got some shiftiness.
Yeah.
He's a good skater. And then he just kind of lost the edge.
Lost an edge and the puck slid in.
I was going to say, the ref was talking to him. That's why he kicked at the puck after Wagner had covered it, and he's going to get a penalty for it.
Oh, my. Well, there you go. calling it by the book today still.
Well, and I think that's the right call. You cannot
dangerous.
kick.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And they're discussing exactly what severity, and I don't think constitutes a major.
No. Yeah, but
He's trying to play the puck still with his skate. It's competitive. It's what you're, it's instinct. I don't think there was any intent to injure or anything along those lines.
No.
I didn't think it was out of frustration, although he's probably a little frustrated that he kind of got back on his heels and fell when he finally got himself to the front of the net.
Yeah, and the clock just keeps on running while they're talking. There goes a minute. Here's where the running time
discussion
should be,
has taken another minute off the clock. But I think it's all because of the fact that it was a skate and a kicking motion towards another player in a vulnerable position.
Yeah, well,
they're going to take that seriously. And there was, again, I don't think there was any malice on the part of A.J. Siddons. I think he was just compete level is there. He's trying to keep the puck alive before the goaltender covers it. If that's his stick, if he's on the ground and his stick comes across and makes the same amount of contact with the glove, I don't think he even gets talked to. I don't think it's a penalty. Yeah. And here it's not just a penalty, but we're going to consider talking about a possible major. Maybe just burn the last half of this
they're basically
penalty.
burning the period.
Or period.
3 minutes almost now just by talking about it. So it's basically the game is just moving along with no play. But the skate's a dangerous tool. It's a razor blade. So
but I also feel for the Wildcats because they drove a long way to play 2 periods of hockey. Yeah. Because the third period is going to be running time, and then you lose another 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes.
Even in a loss, I want to maximize my ice time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, they figured it out, and now we'll see what goes up on the board. The way the coach was shaking his head, I'm expecting to see a 5 up there.
If it take much longer, yep, it is.
Yep.
And that's tough. Leading scorer out for 5 minutes. Coon Rapids already up 7. Now with an all-you-can-eat power play, Tyson has shot the save and hold for Beckwith.
Well, they can just move the puck around, see if we can get the 8th goal.
And I haven't heard an announcement. I don't know what they called it as far as
kicking,
what they.
I suppose.
I don't know that that's a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. Again for slashing.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and you call it 5-minute major for slashing. Well, again, I go back to if it's a stick that he makes the same contact, same effort with, I don't think he even gets a penalty. Because it was, Wagner did have the puck covered for a half second, but Beckwith another save on Tyson, and here's an opportunity for Young. Toe drag as he enters the zone and chopped off his stick by Bush. And Barsness will circle and get back to the other end. Barsness' shot deflected up and over. He will send it back in deep as he's pinned to the boards, and now he'll get it back from Kish out of the corner. Ben Kish to Barsness. Leaves it for Bresnahan walking in. He'll take it to the corner. Out of the reach of Groman. Tapped off his stick, though, by Ulrich. Great save at the line by Tyson, at least momentarily. But then Puchner able to get it free and send it all the way down.
Good battle by Waconia. Okay, I'd like to see the Cardinals just move that puck around a little more. Use that passing to make that D move.
And again, you're seeing some different guys get a look on the power play. A, you have a 7-goal lead, and B, you have a 5-minute major. Yeah. So
it's your chance to show the coach you know how to play on the power play. A lot of guys say, I want to play on the power play, coach. Well, here's your chance. show us what you can do. And the key is to move that puck. And the clock, no one's in a hurry. The referees are kind of like, we'll drop the puck eventually here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what the whistle was for, to be 100% honest. Made a motion like it was covered with a hand, but didn't see that as everyone was still on their feet. Novak to Bresnahan up top. Cardinals will move it.
Better.
Novak, quick shot and a toe save for Beckwith.
That was good. I like that sequence a lot. That's a power play right there.
Bresnahan in for Novak. Bowden circles out of the corner. Cross ice, Bresnahan. Down for Alphen, back to Bresnahan and across. Novak walking in. His shot misses just wide. Bresnahan can't get there in time. It's sent the length of the ice.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you move the puck like that. You get good opportunities. So good to see.
Bresnahan had it poked off his stick by Puchner. His pass out of the reach of Young. Novak tried to just tap it behind himself to send Eggenberg the other way, but Golan rather, but just didn't get enough on it. And now Groman will send it back in deep. We've got another penalty coming. No.
No.
I don't know what. Had his hand in the air. Barsness trying to get it deep. That was slowed, but Bowden able to get it back to him. Barsness circles top of the zone across. Bush trying to get it down low. Puchner able to get a stick on it. Bowden now. 40 seconds left on this major power play. Golan backdoor. Bowden fanned on the shot. It's a good look through the seam. Bush keeps it in. Bowden top of the circles across the shot. The save by Beckwith. Barsness trying to go across, hit Golan in the skates. Puchner gets it, sends it all the way down. Last 10 seconds, Wagner fires it up ice, and Bowden not able to get a piece of it, so that's icing. And with that, A.J. Siddons will be released from captivity as soon as the puck is dropped, and we'll be down under 2 minutes remaining in this contest.
Yeah, good idea by Wagner. The puck just took a funky hop there by center ice. Otherwise, he was aggressive, went out and made a play.
Yeah, I always told my son when he started playing keeper, I said, every coach loves a goaltender that can clear the zone himself.
Yeah,
but if you're going to play the puck, it either goes to a safe place or it's over the blue line.
That's right.
It's either the blue line or the corner, one of the two. Jack Barsness walking around, had it tipped away from him by Stifter at the last second. Novak caught the outside of the post with that snapshot. Wildcats able to get it forced out to center again.
That's ripped a couple good shots here in the last few minutes. Unlucky.
Bresnahan to Tyson into the zone. Back down low. Bresnahan behind. Waits. Looks across. Tyson waits. His shot. Stopped by Beckwith. Played up the boards and now cleared. And Bresnahan will pick it up at the Cardinal blue. 1 minute remaining. Tyson back into the zone. To the line, Bresnahan tried to go across ice, came to Barsness instead, and Beckwith able to make the save on his shot. Bresnahan shakes away from Babcock, now gives it back to Dylan Bushy, for Tandon Bush. Bush drops it off, it got away from Alphen, and nearly led to a 2-on-1, but Bush gets back in time, and Babcock fires it in behind and wide of the net.
Yep, Bush got on his horse and just took off. Did a nice job getting back.
Hazelwood will skate with it to center and now into the zone. Lost the handle, trying to get around the last defender. Played to the line, Alphen across. Bush off a post. Turnaround shot deflected in on net. Beckwith is there. And the buzzer sounds, and
it has ended.
A solid victory for the Cardinals, 7-0 the final.
Yeah, they did what they had to. They scored goals, and they made a good job of finishing it in the third period. So Red just gave us the thumbs up. He liked it too, so that's always good.
4th shutout of the season for Will Wagner, 5th for the Cardinals. And their 4th straight win. Again, now 4 games remaining. It'd be great to see them ride a huge wave of momentum all the way into the playoffs.
Well, at this time of year, that is exactly what you'd like to do. And I say a good offensive performance. They held them to 16 shots. In the third period, they shut them down really well. And I think that's a good thing to build on for the next game, which will be Armstrong. And can't take them lightly because they play a competitive game. I've seen them in a lot of games this year, fairly close. So should be a good contest Thursday, and hopefully they can get the win on that one.
Yeah, and the Wings have definitely had the Cardinals' number over the years. So a big contest. I did not look last year. I think they may have won. I think they played twice last year, and I think they may have won one, but I can't say for sure. So,
yeah.
And I think the Wings just a game under 500, also playing in the Northwest Suburban, so they see all those same great teams. They'll be a tough challenge.
Yeah.
And then, of course, next week from Saturday, they'll have Rogers here in the regular season finale, and Rogers on our schedule. The Rogers is girls hockey.
Yes.
Playoffs. That starts on premieres on Saturday. But we got a lot of action. 8, 9, 10, 8th, 9th, 10th. Yep, that's correct. We have girls basketball Thursday, boys basketball Friday, and girls hockey on Saturday. A very busy week for us here at CTN, and this is just the start, and this one's over. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. Again, the final score from the Crick, Coon Rapids 7 and Waconia 0. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.